So what's the most highest property you sold?
That would be 220 million rand.
Whoa.
I think that if you're thinking of living the Cape Town dream, your dreams are too small.
Whoa. Crazy.
Honestly, I don't think it's about what you spend on your fit. I think it's about what you spend on your portfolio. And if you need help with that, well, then I can definitely help you.
What up, guys? We're Black Savage. I'm live here at the Mount Nelson Hotel to sit with one of the biggest female real estate entrepreneur out here. If you ever want to get into property or level up your hustle, stick around with me. Let's put it on game. Pooh. What up, guys? We're Black Savage. I'm live here with a serial entrepreneur in Cape Town. I'm live here with...
Hi, my name's Shazia.
Where are you from?
I'm from Cape Town.
Who are you? What do you do for a living?
So I'm a multifaceted young woman in business living in Cape Town, South Africa. So I'm doing real estate, I have a non-profit organization, I have an investment firm, and I do international real estate.
Whoa, I see fashion is crazy. What's inspired what you're wearing right now?
Oh, thanks so much. So I'm very inspired by a very formal, preppy look, but kind of adding my whole feminine, modern twist to that. About my outfit, so I didn't actually buy this in South Africa. I do prefer to have more custom suits and dresses that are more my style, that I get made custom, or I buy it abroad.
Oh, I see you rocking on designers. The bag, the glasses, full of designer. How much is it?
Honestly, I don't think it's about what you spend on your fit. I think it's about what you spend on your portfolio. And if you need help with that, well, then I can definitely help you.
Whoa, you born to a rich family or you created all this yourself?
No, not at all. I come from very humble beginnings. My parents are very hardworking. They both have their own businesses, entrepreneurs. My dad's Indian, my mom's Chinese. So very different cultural backgrounds, but very much both hardworking. Yeah, I didn't come from much. I really studied and got to where I needed to be, but my parents were always loving and supportive.
From all your businesses, what's one business that made you the most millions?
Definitely real estate. At the moment, I've got 4 registered businesses. So I started off with a real estate business where I have basically just been doing basic real estate. I studied in a commerce and finance field. Thereafter, I decided to jump into real estate because I felt that it could really add value into people's lives. If you could take someone's life and kind of add value to that, you're good in someone's life. You did good, clean business. Yeah. That was always my goal. And what I did was I jumped into real estate and I moved over to investment. So dealing with clients' investment assets. If you could see what returns you could give clients. Many people are buying property not just to stay in those units, but to build their portfolios. And that felt more along the lines of what I studied and what I saw for myself and good growth overall.
Whoa, big inspiration right here. Seriously, big inspiration. So what's the most highest property you sold?
That would be 220 million rand.
Whoa, crazy. That's seriously big. Yeah. So why growing up, was there ever a time you felt you would live the life you're living right now?
Honestly, I always knew I was destined for success because it doesn't matter where you come from or what your situation is when you're growing up. It's honestly what you make out of your life. You have to look at your situation and the cards you've been dealt and say, like, how can I do better than this? You can't look at your life and complain about X, Y, and Z. If you look at things from a positive perspective and always try to grow from there, you'll always do better.
What's the biggest mistake you've made in real estate?
I think trusting people. When you work on a trust basis with people because you do clean, good business, you expect other people to do that. You'll get yourself kicked out of deals so easily.
Yeah, so tell me more about the business you're doing aside from real estate.
So just to get back to real estate, I transformed my real estate company to an investment company where I manage my clients' assets. Whoa. And yeah, so what I wanted to do was kind of bring in international assets to that so that my clients can earn currency other than the rand, just for stability purpose. And then other businesses than that, I actually started a non-profit organization called the Shazia Sumar Foundation. And that foundation was meant to take women under the age of 35 of color that were previously disadvantaged, pay for their studies, and then put them in a business or within an internship program thereafter. And from that, I opened another company called The Lab. And The Lab is a mobile massage business. We have 2 franchises, one in the Western Cape, one in the Eastern Cape, where we give these women that have studied with us an opportunity to work.
Wow, that's seriously amazing, right? Dubai and Cape Town, where should the first timer invest in?
Honestly, I think there's a major misconception about the property prices in Dubai. If you want to invest in Dubai, you don't need to have bank millions. Honestly, you could buy property in Dubai for the same price you could buy in Cape Town.
So what's the mistake people make in real estate?
People really wait till it's so late in their lives to start investing in real estate. Remember, your money can work for you. You guys are working way too hard.
So how did you get your first luxury clients and how can someone replicate it?
Getting your first clients, building trust. You need to have a good, strong brand that people can believe in and trust and know that it's real and true. People need to physically see the work that you're doing, and word of mouth. If I sell the property to you and you're happy with it, you're going to tell your friends and your friends are going to buy from me.
Was there ever a time in your life you were seriously broke?
Oh, it happens all the time. Business is up and down all the time. But let's go have some coffee and I'll tell you more.
All right, let's go.
Business is always up and down. Things are not always good. But if you are investing in the right deals, you will always be okay. Because if your main business needs to make X amount of money for you to be okay, right? But your main business is not just supposed to cover your expenses. Your main business is supposed to feed to your sub-businesses, which is supposed to feed to your investments. And if that's your setup in life, you'll never ever be broke.
What's the biggest lessons you learned all your life hustling?
I think doing clean, good business with the right people. You have to walk away from some big deals sometimes because it ethically might not be okay, and that brings you more business in the long run.
What's the lowest business you've done while growing up?
The lowest business? I think working in my dad's hardware.
When you were working there, did you picture the life that, oh, I'm going to sell properties, I'm going to have this kind of life, I'm going to sell property worth millions? Do you ever picture that?
Honestly, no. I come from a very small town and my parents are very humble and everyone is really okay with the bare minimum in life, and that makes them so happy. And for some reason, I always felt out because I wanted more. I wanted to achieve more. I wanted to be more. And I felt guilty about that. And then I changed my environment and I automatically started feeling like the people around me want more. And this helped me elevate. So no, I didn't initially see it, but I always knew in my heart that I wanted more.
What's one thing that kept you pushing, like you when you were down level?
My parents work really hard and I'd love for them to not work anymore. I'd love to retire my parents, pay for their travels, let them just chill out. That's what motivates me every day.
So how did you start real estate?
So I studied in business and finance. I had no idea what I was going to do thereafter. I further studied in marketing and I was like, I cannot work a 9 to 5 for a boss. I can't do this. I needed flexibility. I needed something that was going to allow me to use. I think at the end of the day, when we die one day, we're going to be accountable for our sins, right? We're also going to be accountable for what we did with our talents. And if you waste that, what are you doing in this earth, man?
One shady question right now. What's the most amount you gotten? One sale.
I can't tell you that. No, listen, we need to be humble.
Yeah.
I can't tell you that. Safety reasons.
What's one thing in your personal life that's most contributed to your life you're living right now?
I think having a good work-life balance. You know, making sure that you stay active when you're going to gym every single day, making sure that you keep in touch with a good relationship with your family, you have a good amount of social time and work time. If your mind is not in a good space, your business is never going to be in a good space. You need to relax and meditate. I'm Muslim. I feel that praying 5 times a day really keeps me grounded, and making sure that I give back when I need to, because this is also part of my religion, and spending enough time with my family, enough time alone, and enough time in the gym.
So coming from 2 different backgrounds, your mom Chinese, your dad Indian, did that have an effect in you?
I think that the cultural differences are insane. There's a lot of pressure in an Indian environment and a lot of pressure in a Chinese environment. Firstly, the academic pressure is crazy. It's like you have to be a doctor, a lawyer, an accountant. If you really want to be successful, this is what you need to do with your life. I didn't fit in that category. You know, I wasn't going to work as a doctor. I wasn't going to work as a lawyer and accountant. So now you're seen as like a failure if you're not fitting in those professional categories. So it became my life mission to show all the Indian and Chinese aunties and uncles out there that you don't have to fall in those categories. You can make a success out of your life if you're doing something else.
What's the most profitable niche right now in real estate in Dubai?
When you buy a property off plan, it means it's currently under construction or it has not yet started construction, okay? So already built property, this is the price. A property that you buy off plan is 40 to 60% cheaper. So you are getting more for your money when the property is done. Now let me give you an example. You buy this property off plan today.
Okay.
It's done in 2029, right? This is one of the developments I have right now. 2.9 million rand, sir, might I just tell you. You buy this property today, it will be 40 to 60% more in value in 2029. Okay, you paying a payment plan that has no interest, because Dubai doesn't work with income tax or interest.
Wow, that's seriously crazy. That's amazing.
You're paying no interest, right, on these payment plans. You're not going through a bond, using your cash.
So people have this mindset of Dubai is expensive when it comes to real estate. They only run to Cape Town. So if you're buying now, you have the millions you're buying now, which place are you picking to buy a property now?
So when you're wanting to choose the right investment in Dubai, you're wanting to look at which development's new. As I mentioned to you, if the property is brand new and not yet developed, right? If it's a new concept, it's 60% cheaper than what it would be when it's done. So if you buy in the middle, what is it? 30%, right? You're in the middle. You've already lost 30%. So the best property to buy is the property that has not yet started construction.
What was your hardest deal you ever closed, and what did that taught you?
I think most deals come with a lot of complications. The bigger the deal, the more money involved, the more complications. I mean, we had to sell properties that included cars, jets, that numerous people were involved in. We had to get valuations on jets, valuations on cars. It was crazy. It's a lot of things that happens when we're trying to sell a property. You need to be more than just an agent. You need to be absolutely everything that person needs you to be to close that deal.
So if you go back in time, what's the best advice to give to younger self?
That I should start investing younger. I am 26 years old right now. Honestly, I just think that you're never too young to invest. I started my first business when I was 13 years old, and I do think I started at a really good age. My parents pushed me a lot. They never made excuses for how hard you should work and what age you should start, whatever, you know. The best advice I could give myself at a younger age was to save more money and invest more money instead of just living luxury.
So what we say to ladies that always put men first, thinking that, okay, it's the men that they're going to...
was coming, right? I knew this question was coming. Look, I think for me personally, I come from a very strict cultural background. So marriage was always something that needed to be prioritized. Getting married young, prioritizing relationships, because, you know, there's certain roles for women, whether it be in my religion or my culture. But I do believe that both my religions and my cultures want women to be independent. And with that being said, I think you need to have that good work-life balance that I mentioned to you. A man should not be your everything. You need to have your life together, and you need to be okay on your own before you can be with someone else.
Crazy. Why would you say investing in Dubai is a good asset?
Because the dirham, which is the Dubai currency, is actually pegged to the dollar. So in South Africa, our rand is not very strong, nor is our economy. But you invest in the dollar, what is the rand to the dollar? It's crazy. But what is the rand to the dirham? It's one dirham is 4.77 rands.
Whoa, that's
yeah,
really
so it's a
good
lot
figure.
more affordable for us South Africans, number one. And number two, you have to take into consideration that we want a safe and secure investment that doesn't have a lot of tax. In the US and the UK, you are going to pay quite a bit of tax.
Whoa, seriously amazing. So people in Dubai don't pay taxes?
No, you don't pay income tax, and there's no interest on your investments.
Whoa, big updates right now. So what does wealth mean to you beyond money?
I think being able to give back. I've been involved in a lot of Palestine activism, trying to engage and give back to the people suffering, and I think stems from my religion, but also stems from my core values that if you have money, you should give money.
Okay, if you lost everything today, how would you restart in 30 days?
Well, the way I've set up my life, I don't think I'd lose everything today. But I think the most important thing is stick to your core values, understand what the business model is, get your foundation in order, and build your capital again.
So someone broke watching this video right now. What's the best advice you want to give?
I think it would be a 2-point. Point one, I think that make sure that your environment is good for you. The people that you surround yourself with. Remember, your business is you. You are the engine of your business. So if you're doing well, your business will do well, right? And if you have bad energy around you, it doesn't matter how good you are at something and how great your business model is. If you're not okay, your business is going to be suffering. So that's point number one. And point number two, whenever you can, do good. Do good for people and give back. Because the more good you put into this world, the more good will come into your life.
Crazy. If someone wants to be like you, be you like 100%, what's the plan to follow in the next 90 days?
Invest in yourself. Make sure that you are doing good for yourself. Invest in your health, invest in your mind, your body, and your soul, and have a good work-life balance and a good spiritual balance as well.
So do you feel you're living the Cape Town dream right now?
No, not nearly. Honestly, I think that if you're thinking of living the Cape Town dream, your dreams are too small.
Whoa, crazy. So what's your dream now?
I really want to leave a legacy behind. I want Shazia Sumar Foundation to grow because that is my non-profit organization. And like I said, your one business should feed your other, right? So inevitably, I do want that to be the legacy that I leave behind so that my family, my friends, and my kids one day will be able to kind of be proud of that.
How many more millions to become a billionaire?
One day when you see me living my best life on a yacht every single day, just chilling and my business running itself, then you'll know.
When you make profit, how do you reinvest it?
Part of my business is having the right portfolio. And I think that you should never put all your eggs into one basket. If you are investing, make sure that you have multiple investments, not just in real estate, but in different currency, in crypto, in different forms of investments. If everything is in one basket, let's look at COVID. In COVID, people that had one business, what happened? The business went down, right? People were running into debt because they couldn't afford the expenses. If you have 5 different streams of income, of different types of income, you'll never end up in that situation. So the most important part of investing is making sure you have different types of investments.
Well, guys, if you want to see 24 hours with Shaz, comment Shaz below this video. Come on, guys, let's head out. Po! Well, guys, powerful insights from Shaz. You love this video, don't forget to like and subscribe and share this video to a friend who wants to be motivated. Keep the comments and tell me what you feel about this video. Come on, guys, let's go. Boom.